Now there is a gate here, and we can see, and it's actually open, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another GV walk. So today I'm in County Meath, and we are in an old church here called Agher. It's Church of Ireland. So we'll go and have a look around some of the old graves here. This is a beautiful one here, look at this. A line on it and a little ring on it. Look at that. See the feet at the bottom? So we'll read this inscription. Henry Purdon, Esquire of Hotwell in this county, who departed this life on the 25th of March 1845, aged 66 years. Also his wife, Catherine. She died on the 18th of February 1821, aged 35 years old. This tomb has been erected by their sons, Henry, Edward, and Bartholomew, as a small token of love and respect. So it's a beautiful grave, isn't it? Look at that. And you can just see here on the other side, one of those lines is actually missing at the other side of this, so I don't know if somebody stole that or what happened to it. But the detail on this is something else. Look at that feet, like the lion's feet underneath it. There's a very, very unique looking grave here at this stone slab, but there's a headstone just beside it, or on top. Look at that. We have skull and crossbones here. Look at that, and it looks like a wreath on top of the skull's head. And you can see it there, look at that. I'm going to see, can I try and read? Now, it says here, "Here light the body of Mrs. Elizabeth Seaton, wife of Charles Seaton, who departed this life the 26th of, down below there, February 1735, aged 35 years old. Wow. There's a better look at it there, guys, with the lamp on it. Look at that torch. Look at that, the skull and crossbones. Amazing, isn't it?
That's brilliant. Look at his nose, how deep it is, like.
The nose, yeah.
His teeth.
The teeth are on it.
That's so cool.
Look at that. Amazing to see those. It's nice to come across those. Memento Mori, they call those.
Would you look at that?
The skull and crossbones.
There's another one.
We have another one just here. Skull and crossbones. And it's kind of easier to get to this one. Wow, look at that. Skull and crossbones, guys, look at that. Another wreath on top of that. Fig leaves, I think they call those, are they? Around the top of the head.
Rome. Do you know
the Roman emperors used to wear those on top of their heads.
It's like leaves.
If anybody understands this,
I've never seen it before.
Around the top of it there, let me know. But it says, "Here lies the body of Elizabeth,"
I think it's
MacNab, wife of David MacNab, in the city of Dublin, who departed this life on the 4th of January 1754, aged 74 years old.
And of her grandchildren.
And of their grandchildren who died young.
That is amazing.
Look at that. Beautiful skull and crossbones. Now guys, in the distance you can see there, when you come in the gate, that's actually a mausoleum. We're going to have a look in there and see what's going on and see who's buried in there. So here we have this architectural style here, this mausoleum. Look at that. The windows are kind of broken. And I'll show you from the front here what it looks like. It looks like a little miniature castle. Look at that.
But this family owned a state home, like a huge home close by.
Oh.
The home, I think, is gone.
Lots of land. And
lots of land, lots of money, you know, passed down through generations after generations.
yeah. So we'll go and have a closer inspection of it and see. And first of all, we can see here the windows. They're not in great shape. A bit of vandalism there. The windows have, the glass has gone out of that window. Kind of the same really in the other side. Glass gone out of that. Now there is a gate here. And we can see, and it's actually open, guys. So we're going to go in and see. Can we see where these people are buried or what's going on in here, guys? Look at this. It's like a dumping ground. Can't believe it. Look at that. We have a Hoover.
What?
A Hoover in the corner. There's a lot of hoovering to be done in here, I'll tell you. We have some paintbrushes now. It is actually, it looks like to me that this place is used as a storeroom for the graveyard here. That they're using it for maintaining the place.
Some pieces out of the church here.
Look, we have old bags of cement. Look at all the old cement just thrown there. Paper. And there's actually people buried here, guys.
I wonder have they dug up the ground recently and they are actually going to reseal it. That is what I'm hoping.
Maybe they're going to cover it with concrete, but there's a plaque here. Look, and it says Anne Sanderson, wife of Samuel Sanderson, born in March 1838 and died the 13th of June 1925. And just down here then we have Samuel Sanderson, third son of Samuel Winter. So it's the Winter family here. Born in 1834, and died in 1912. So it's all like the Sanderson family.
Sanderson Winter family.
Sanderson Winter. Now that torch is a bit bright there, but I don't know if you can see it, but it says James Sanderson Winter, born the 15th of February 1832 and died the 10th of July 1911.
And here.
So we have more this side. Here you might be able to see it better. Samuel Winter, born in 1796 and died in 1867. John Pratt Winter, born in 1768 and died in 1846. Samuel Winter, born in 1741 and died in 1811. So look at all them names there, guys. Lucy Winter. Sanderson, born in 1800, died in 1864. Anne Winter, 1771 to 1848. Margaret Robbins, in brackets, 1735 to 1814. So you have all these people.
These owned Agher house.
Agher house, yeah. So they built this really nice looking, I suppose, final resting place here. But guys,
see under the table, they're for cleaning your boots. They would have been outside the church door.
They're the old yokes for cleaning boots there, yeah. Like if you just look in the corner here, you can see. They have timber.
I look at, that's obviously from the church itself.
Up there, yeah. That's from the church, yeah. So they're using this as a storeroom. But what I'm trying to figure out is there actual people buried in here?
I think they're buried where you see those markers.
Now, do you see there, guys, where you see those red bricks? They are separating the burial places. So we'll say there's one area, there's another area where people are buried because the plaques are just behind where they're buried.
So actually, is there a James Sanderson Winter? He was unmarried, and he was actually the last of the Winters to be buried here in the family vault.
James is just in here.
Yeah.
So that says James Sanderson Winter.
Yeah.
Who died in 1911.
And his estates then were passed to his nephew.
Oh. So these would have been very, very wealthy people, and there's a sign there at her church. So we have a hoover, cement, rubbish, wheelbarrows, chairs, mops. There's even mops in here. So guys, this place is just used as a storeroom. And it's sad. It's sad to see that they can't just build a shed on the grounds or put a shed as a storage room. So all those plaques that you see there with inscriptions of the family members are all buried in that area there. Look at there. And the same here. Someone buried there, someone buried just there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 people buried in here in this area, and it's covered in absolute rubbish, and it's a shame to see that it's actually covered like that. I shared this video some time ago. I wanted people to understand what happens to these forgotten places when nobody pays attention. When neglect turns into misuse, and when the dead are treated as they no longer matter. Recently, one of our viewers visited the same mausoleum. I can finally share something rare and something positive. The inside of the mausoleum has now been cleaned. For the first time in a very long time, the Winter family's resting place has been given a dignity it deserves. This is why I document these places and tell their stories. Because sometimes shining a light into the darkness makes a big difference. Sometimes forgotten places are remembered again.